Welcome to HearFirst. Let's get going with today's top stories. PM Modi's aide's flight diverted due to runway cracks. A flight carrying Prime Minister Modi's principal secretary, P.K. Mishra, along with 177 other passengers, was diverted to Bhubaneswar on Friday. The plane, originally scheduled to land at Jharsuguda Airport in Odisha, was rerouted after cracks were discovered on the runway. Officials confirmed the diversion, citing safety concerns. The incident highlights infrastructure challenges faced by some regional airports in India. Putin lauds Musk, comparing him to Soviet space pioneer. Russian President Vladimir Putin praised Elon Musk, likening him to Sergei Korolev, a key figure in the Soviet space program. Putin acknowledged Musk's ambitious Mars colonization goals, calling him a person who lives in America and is absolutely. The statement, leaving the final description hanging, comes as Musk faces scrutiny for his controversial views on the war in Ukraine and the role of his Starlink satellite network in the conflict. Despite heightened geopolitical tensions, Putin's admiration for Musk's spacefaring ambitions underscores the complex interplay between technology, international relations, and individual personalities. Infosys dismisses 240 trainees after failed assessments. Infosys has terminated 240 trainees who failed internal assessments, marking the second such instance this year, following February's layoff of over 300 trainees. The company cited unsatisfactory performance in an email to the affected individuals. Infosys is offering outplacement support and free upskilling programs in partnership with NIIT and Upgrade, covering areas like BPM industry training and IT fundamentals. Successfully completing these programs could potentially lead to opportunities within Infosys BPM Limited. Moving on. Elderly man dies after brutal assault in Delhi. A 67-year-old man tragically died after being assaulted by a group of men near his Shadara, Delhi residence on Friday afternoon. Video footage captured the brutal attack. The victim was rushed to a hospital but succumbed to his injuries. Police are investigating the incident and reviewing the video evidence to identify and apprehend the assailants. The motive behind the attack remains unclear. GitHub CEO: coding still crucial in the age of AI. GitHub CEO Thomas Domke urges parents to encourage their children to learn coding, even with the rise of AI tools like Copilot and ChatGPT. While acknowledging that these tools streamline development and empower smaller teams, Domke emphasizes that coding knowledge remains essential. He believes coding provides a foundational understanding of software development principles, enabling developers to effectively utilize AI capabilities. Domke advises developers to embrace lifelong learning to stay ahead of the curve and harness the innovative potential of AI. Moving on. Putin praises Musk as a visionary. Russian President Vladimir Putin lauded Elon Musk, comparing him to Soviet space pioneer Sergei Korolev. Putin highlighted Musk's Mars colonization ambitions, calling him a visionary and acknowledging his significant contributions despite current geopolitical tensions. This praise comes in the wake of controversy surrounding Musk's pronouncements on the Ukraine conflict, suggesting a complex relationship between admiration for Musk's entrepreneurial spirit and the strained political backdrop. Moving on. Trudeau-less election shakes up. Canadian politics. Canada's 2025 federal election is shaping up to be a pivotal one, marking the first contest in a decade without Justin Trudeau vying for the prime ministership. While the landscape remains fluid, key players are emerging within the major parties. The Liberals, now led by Chrystia Freeland, aim to maintain their hold on power. The Conservatives, under Pierre Poilievre, hope to capitalise on Trudeau's absence and return to government. The NDP, led by Jagmeet Singh, continue to advocate for progressive policies, while the Bloc Québécois focuses on Quebec's interests. The Green Party, undergoing internal restructuring, fights to remain relevant. This election promises a dynamic race with an uncertain outcome. Indians buck global trend, flock to US. While global public opinion of the US appears to be waning, Indians are showing increased interest in America. Applications for US visas from India are surging, contrasting with declining numbers from other countries. Factors driving this trend include perceived opportunities in the US job market, particularly in the tech sector, and the continued allure of American higher education. This influx of Indian talent contributes significantly to the US economy and underscores the enduring appeal of the American dream for many Indians, despite shifting global perspectives on the United States. Moving on. Indian scientist detects possible sign of life on distant exoplanet. Indian-origin astrophysicist Dr. Nikku Madhusudan and his team have potentially discovered signs of life on K2-18b, an exoplanet located 120 light-years from Earth. Using the James Webb Space Telescope, they detected dimethyl sulfide, DMS, a molecule primarily produced by phytoplankton in Earth's oceans. This discovery on K2-18b, a Houthis exoplanet thought to have a hydrogen-rich atmosphere and a vast ocean, marks a significant advancement in the search for extraterrestrial life. While further investigation is necessary, the presence of DMS strengthens the possibility of life existing beyond Earth. Moving on. White House website promotes COVID-19 lab leak theory. A new White House COVID-19 website pushes the controversial theory that the virus originated from a Chinese lab leak, presenting it as the pandemic's true origin. This framing contrasts with previous scientific consensus, which leans toward a natural origin. The site also targets Anthony Fauci, former director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, suggesting he misled the public about the virus's origins. This move further politicizes the pandemic's origins and raises concerns about the use of a government website to promote a contested theory. Chia seed water, a potential aid for belly fat reduction. Chia seed water is emerging as a popular drink for weight management, specifically targeting belly fat. Packed with fiber, chia seeds expand in the stomach, promoting a feeling of fullness and potentially reducing calorie intake. They also offer protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which contribute to satiety and may combat inflammation linked to abdominal fat. While not a magic bullet, incorporating chia seed water into a healthy lifestyle that includes a balanced diet and regular exercise could support weight loss efforts. Moving on. Transgender cricketer, barred by ICC faces harassment. Anaya Bangar, transgender daughter of former Indian cricketer Sergei Bangar, has revealed she received unsolicited nude photos from fellow cricketers. Bangar, who previously played club cricket in India and England, is now barred from international women's cricket under the ICC's new policy on transgender athletes, announced in November 2023. This revelation adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing discussion around transgender inclusion in sports, highlighting the harassment and discrimination faced by transgender athletes. Moving on. Houthis vow retaliation. After US airstrikes kill 74 in Yemen. Yemen's Houthi rebels have pledged further attacks against the US and Israel after American airstrikes on the Ras Issa oil port resulted in at least 74 deaths, according to CNN. The Houthis, who control much of northern Yemen, framed the strikes as an escalation of the ongoing conflict. They vowed to continue their military operations despite the significant loss of life. The attack and promised retaliation further destabilize the already volatile region and raise concerns about an escalating conflict. Teen wife orchestrates husband's brutal murder in Madhya Pradesh. A 25-year-old man in Burhanpur, Madhya Pradesh, was stabbed 36 times with a broken beer bottle by his 17-year-old wife and her lover's accomplices. The minor, allegedly involved in an extramarital affair, orchestrated the gruesome murder, even showing the body to her boyfriend on a video call after confirming the job was done. Kaam ho gaya. Police swiftly apprehended the wife, her boyfriend, and 2 other accomplices, one of whom is a juvenile. The investigation is ongoing. Moving on. Chia seed water, a potential aid for belly fat reduction. Chia seed water is emerging as a popular drink for weight management, especially for targeting belly fat. Packed with fiber, these seeds promote satiety, helping to control appetite. The protein content aids in muscle building, while omega-3 fatty acids have anti-inflammatory properties. When combined with a healthy diet and regular exercise, chia seed water can support weight loss efforts by improving digestion and providing sustained energy. While not a magic bullet, it can be a valuable addition to a comprehensive weight loss plan. Moving on. Chakras. Kashyap apologizes after Brahmin remark, sparks backlash. Filmmaker Anurag Kashyap issued an apology following outrage over his comments about the Brahmin community. While promoting his new film, Kennedy, Kashyap seemingly made a controversial statement, the specifics of which remain unclear in the provided text. The resulting backlash prompted Kashyap to retract his statement, saying, "No action is worth your daughter." This apparent reference to online harassment directed at his daughter suggests the intensity of the public response. The incident marks another controversy for the outspoken director. Thank you for listening to HearFirst.